People will tell you that the big things are important, but really it's the little things that make the difference. Little things that come from putting yourself in someone else's shoes.
If it was your claim, or if it's your family members or your relatives, how would you handle that care? Would you just tell them no, or you can't do it? Or would you go say, you know what, I want to do whatever I can, because if it was me, I want to be able to give that back to that member.
We listen to them, and they have a person that they can call. They don't have to go through messages and, people trying to put them onto a machine. They're actual people who are there for them to take care of any issues or concerns that they have.
Little things that come from being everywhere your customers are.
United Concordia is a national company.
I'm here in Dallas, but I have reps in Virginia, Pennsylvania,
California, Colorado, New Mexico, Kansas, Louisiana. We handle calls from all different states.
Little things that come from decades of working directly with the military and their families all around the world.
Sometimes when you service in the military members, you get calls from spouses where a spouse may be deceased or be deployed. You could go from California to DC or even London, Japan, where you have to have the compassion to service the calls because you don't ever know what they might be going through at the time of service. We actually go out and call the dental offices and schedule their dental appointments for our active duty members.
Little things that come from being dentist-led.
When I practiced dentistry, I had multiple generations within my practice. I understand the provider struggles. I understand the provider-patient interaction because I've lived it. I've struggled with it myself. And so I think being a dentist really gives me better insight into how we can be better.
Little things that come from investigating the connection between oral health and overall health.
We did do a very large study several years ago.
There's significant research that shows that there's a relationship between periodontal disease or gum disease, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, emphysema, bronchitis, conditions like Alzheimer's and dementia, as well as some of the cancers.
Because when you pay attention to the little things, you know what happens? You empower people.
And when you're doing that and you're listening and you have empathy, it's not because you have to. It's truly in our blood.
They're going to make the right decision, and they don't need a whole committee behind them to make that decision for them.
You know what? If something happens, I can do something about it.
And that creates a culture of commitment.
I think, one of the strengths of our business is truly our commitment to each other, right? I think it starts with us, and it starts with how we run the business and how we interact with each other and how we treat each other. And then that resonates in our interactions with outside folks, at any level, whether it be providers or it be brokers or it be HR administrators. That feeling of that closeness, that connectivity between us allows us to be connected outside the business as well.
There's a lot of mutual respect that exists, regardless of what level you are within the organization. Everybody's a person and everybody matters, regardless of what that title is.
It doesn't matter if you are part of the custodial staff or if you're part of the C-suite. You're all important to this organization because there's no way that we would be able to achieve our mission or our vision without everyone sort of doing their part.
Now, we know that dental insurance isn't the first thing people think about, which is why for more than 50 years, we've made it the first thing that we think about. For over 9.3 million members and 126,000 providers at over 396,000 locations all across the United States. Because at United Concordia, we know that this isn't about us.
It's about the brokers.
It's about our partners.
It's about our members.
It's about our providers.
It's about you.